Yes! Oh my goodness, Chandler! I know you used to play here. You don't anymore.
Although the NBA has historically been dominated by American athletes, over time this has gradually changed. Be it Dirk Nowitzki of Germany, Manu Ginobili of Argentina, or Tony Parker of France, some of the best players in recent memory have come from outside the United States. Now that it is 2020, the league is more international than ever. So today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 current NBA players from each country. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe and smash that notifications button so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. At number 10, we have Luka Doncic of Slovenia. Although Slovenia is not exactly known as a basketball powerhouse, it is home to one of the brightest talents in the NBA. Born in the capital city of Ljubljana, he was a star at his local youth leagues and was signed by European powerhouse Real Madrid at the age of 13. By 16, he was playing for the Real Madrid first team, and his dominance in the EuroLeague led him to being picked third in the 2018 NBA draft. Now playing for the Mavericks, he's one of the league's brightest prospects, and with averages of about 29 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds, he nearly nets a triple-double every game. Given that the Mavs are now 7th in the West, time will tell if he'll be able to lead his team to a deep playoff run.
I don't know. I mean, when I moved away from my family and from my friends when I was 13, so it's been a little bit easier this year, so since when I'm 19, but it's everything new, new teammates, new coaches, new everything.
At number 9, we have Pascal Siakam of Cameroon. One of the best African players in the game today, Pascal Siakam came from humble beginnings. Born in Douala, Cameroon, as a child he had originally wanted to become a priest and had zero interest in basketball. However, at the age of 15, he had a change of heart, and despite having almost no basketball experience, was scouted by Masai Ujiri at the Basketball Without Borders camp. Moving to the United States at 16, he had almost no hype surrounding him in high school, with New Mexico State being the only Division I school to offer him a scholarship. However, once there, he defied all odds and was an absolute star, averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game in his sophomore season. Catching the attention of numerous NBA franchises, the Raptors picked him up with the 27th pick. Once again, he defied all expectations and now not only averages 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, but is one of the best forwards in the NBA.
Ici est bienvenue à l'école primaire SOS Maman.
At number 8, we have Al Horford of the Dominican Republic. Born in Puerto Plata, his father Tito Horford was a former NBA player. Although Horford spent his childhood in the DR, he and his family moved to Lansing, Michigan when Horford was 14. A 4-star recruit by his senior year of high school, he went on to play at a stacked University of Florida squad with teammates such as Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, Torian Green, and David Lee. After playing for 3 seasons with the Gators and winning 2 back-to-back national championships, Horford was selected 3rd overall by the Atlanta Hawks in the 2007 NBA Draft. Now a 5-time All-Star and high-impact player on the 76ers, there's no denying that he's made the Dominican Republic proud. At number 7, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of Canada. Born in Toronto, Ontario, Shai has a number of athletes in his family, including his mother Charmaine, who competed in track and field at the 1992 Olympics, and his cousin Nikhil, who plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. First competing in high school basketball at St. Thomas More and Sir Alan McNabb in Hamilton, Ontario, in his junior year, he decided to transfer to Hamilton Heights Christian Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Coming out of high school as a 4-star recruit, he committed to the University of Kentucky. Although he started on the bench, he eventually became a starter and led the team to the round of 16. His impressive performances caught the attention of NBA scouts, and he was selected with the 11th pick of the 2018 NBA Draft. Now playing for the OKC Thunder and averaging 19 points, 3 assists, and 6 rebounds per game, we have no doubt that he will one day develop into an NBA All-Star. At number 6, we have Nikola Jokic of Serbia. Born in the city of Sombor, Jokic was already playing professionally in the Serbian league league by the age of 17. Although his stats were not great at first, after all, in his first season he only averaged 2 points per game, he quickly improved and by the age of 19 was averaging 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists per night. Being picked up the same year by the Denver Nuggets, he was selected with the 41st pick of the 2015 draft. Since then, Jokic has become the dictionary definition of a draft steal, with 2 All-Star appearances to his name and an impressive stat line of 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. He has definitely evolved into one of the best NBA centers. At number 5, we have Clint Capela of Switzerland. Born in Geneva, Switzerland, to parents of Angolan and Congolese descent, he was actually a soccer player as a child. However, after meeting Swiss NBA player Thabo Sefolosha at 15, he began to become interested in basketball. Eventually picked up by the French league side Elan Chalon in 2012, he played for the team for 2 years before being selected with the 25th pick of the 2014 NBA draft. Now averaging nearly 14 points and 14 rebounds per game for the Atlanta Hawks, he has really developed into a solid starter in the league. At number 4, we have Danilo Gallinari of Italy. Born in the small town of Sant'Angelo in the Lodigiano region of Italy, Gallinari first started playing professional basketball at the age of 16. Starting out in the 3rd division of Italian basketball, he quickly moved up the ranks and by the time he was 20 was averaging about 16 points and 6 rebounds per game in the Italian 1st division. Not only did this win him league MVP, but also led to him being picked up with the 6th pick of the 2008 NBA draft by the New York Knicks. Now, although he has bounced around the league a bit through his 12-season career, playing for the Knicks, Nuggets, Clippers, and Thunder with a stat line of 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, there's no doubting that he could be a strong contributor to any NBA squad.
And I'm curious, as Italy is a place that I've wanted to travel to, give us the biggest difference from where you were growing up in Italy to Los Angeles here.
Well, everything is bigger and wider, and the city is more spread out. Where I come from a very small town. It's 2,000 people, so it's very small. To come here in LA, there are millions of people. So, and I didn't live on the beach here. We got the ocean, and it's sunny every day, so it's pretty cool.
At number 3, we have Ben Simmons of Australia. Born in Melbourne, he played basketball and Australian rules football as a kid. However, by the time he was in high school, he made the wise choice of focusing on basketball, and in his sophomore year, transferred to Montverde Academy in Florida so that he could go up against some tougher competition. Coming out on top of all of his peers, he was the consensus #1 player in the nation coming out of high school, and decided to play at LSU in his freshman year. His impressive stat line of 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists led to him being selected with the 1st pick of the 2016 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. Although injured for the entirety of his first year, he quickly rebounded. Now with 2 All-Star bursts to his name and an outstanding 17 points, 18 rebounds, and 8 assists per game average, he is clearly one of the league's premier players.
What accent do you think you've got these days?
It's mixed. Just being in the States for so long, I'll be on the floor and try and say something with an Australian accent, and guys like looking at me funny. So I try and say it the way an American player would say it, which is a lot easier. But it's just mixed. It depends. As soon as I go back home and I'm with my friends, it comes out a lot.
At number 2, we have LeBron James of the United States. Born in Akron, Ohio, James had a troubled childhood, often moving from apartment to apartment as a kid. Eventually going to live with local youth football coach Frank Walker, he went on to play for St. Vincent St. Mary High School, an absolute star on the team, and undoubtedly one of the most dominant players to ever compete in high school basketball. He forgoed college and was selected with the 1st pick of the 2003 draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Considering that James has gone on to become a 4-time MVP, 3-time champion, 3-time finals MVP, and 16-time All-Star, there is no question that he's one of the greatest players to ever step foot on an NBA court. Now finally, at number 1, we have Giannis Antetokombo. Born in Athens to Nigerian parents, Giannis grew up poor, and as a child, had to sell watches, handbags, and sunglasses on the street to help support his family. However, by the age of 17, he was playing semi-professionally in the 3rd tier of Greek basketball, and eventually made his way up to the 2nd tier by the end of the 2012-2013 season. Declaring for the NBA draft, he was selected with the 15th pick by the Milwaukee Bucks. Now averaging nearly 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, we would not be surprised if he is declared this season's MVP.
When Giannis Antetokombo travels to arenas all around the NBA, there's one constant. Greek-American fans.
So that's gonna do it for today's video. Who do you think the best player from your country is? Let us know down in the comments section below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our latest content.